Hey, welcome to the what?
What it do, baby? We here. Trash Talk with Bobby and Shine. That's your host, Bobby. I'm Shine. And I got a question for you. Was this the weirdest UFC card ever?
Man, this car was trash, man. It's fucking trash.
I didn't say it was trash. I'm just saying.
Trash as fuck.
I'm just saying. Because we here on Sunday, we back.
That
from
trash ass car.
Kamaru Usman with that real sad look up on his face.
Car, trash as shit.
They made that man a mean quick, didn't they?
Man, he was mean 2 seconds after he laid on the floor. As soon as that camera got him with his eyes up in the air like that, sleep.
Hey, but is Kamaru Usman the GOAT because he can get head kick knocked out, and the worst meme that you can get out of it is the eye roll? Because everybody else got ducktailed. Remember Frankie?
Ooh.
Remember Frankie? So he might be all right. Look, so we got UFC 278 coming up. We got to talk about his card. It's terrible. Leon Edwards is your champion. We're going to talk about
Pounce de Leon.
How he pounced on the moment. We're going to talk about that in the second round. What's next for the 170 division? UFC 279 is coming up, and guess what? It officially cannot be the worst pay-per-view
of this year.
Even if it tanked.
Yeah.
And then in other news, we're going to talk about a little something. Ooh, you ready, Bobby?
Let's get into it, man.
I'm ready.
Let's get into UFC 278, man. UFC 278, man, was trash. It was garbage. Man, look. The main card, you pay $75 for this main card, right? Usman versus Edwards 2 was interesting in the first round. And then it was interesting in the fifth round with a minute to go. That's all interest was in the main event. But before we get into the main event, let's talk about some of these other trash ass fights.
So I feel so bad calling them trash.
It was trash
like,
shit.
Maybe we should use a new word. Like,
it's trash. This is trash talk with Bobby and Shine. It's trash.
Maybe they was dookie, right?
Trash.
They wasn't even dookie. Maybe they just was like wrong place at the wrong time.
Okay, get into it, son.
Sprinkle in one of those fights on a different card, and maybe it's a different story. But we got all of these fights at the same time. Tyson Pedro was pretty good to start us off.
It was the most interesting fight of the whole card.
Pretty good to start us off. Let's see.
Minute 26. Knocked him out.
Let's see. I guess when things changed on this card, that put the Marcin Tybura fight as hold on, that fight was good. Marcin Tybura fight was the main event of the prelims. And that was the one with Alexander Romanov was the heavyweight coming up that everybody's like, oh snap, he's 16-0. And Marcin Tybura was eating them and then was meeping them back. That was good. Now, on this card, it doesn't say, you're talking about, I got to find the names. The Yanan Wu versus Lucy Pudilova. I think it's how you say it.
That's what I was talking about.
And what was it? One of them was on a 3-fight losing streak.
Yeah.
And one of them had just got cut. And was
she's
coming
been
back.
out of UFC. She's been out of UFC since 2019. So she came into the UFC, I think it was 2019. She lost, left. She won 5 in the not amateur. I wouldn't say amateur.
You can't go back. That's a federal offense.
But you can't go away. But she won 5 in the 5 fights in the lower level.
Regional scene.
Regional scene. There you go. Regional scene. And it came in. She was the favorite. How you not been in the UFC for 2 years? You the favorite.
That could work. Hey, but look, so I think I'm telling you, man, all these fights like were in the wrong place at the wrong time. So the Shayna Young fight, Miranda Maverick, was canceled. So that moved everything around. And then I still don't understand how this fight in particular was promoted to the main card over a couple others. Like, I don't know, man. Was this the worst card?
To me, it was this year, man. To me, it was I mean, the first fight was interesting. 1 minute 26 TKO. The female fight, that was interesting because I didn't know why it was on the card. And then Jose Aldo.
I'm very interested to see why this was here.
Why is this fight on the card? And then you got Jose Aldo. You know what the most interesting about the Jose Aldo fight, and I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's right in front of us, but Aljamain Sterling walked out with, what's his name? Merab?
I think it's Merab.
I'm not saying his last name. Aljamain Sterling trains with Merab. And Merab beat Jose Aldo, who was number 3. Yep. Merab jumps up in the rankings, probably the top 5 opponent now, and is in line to fight for the championship. So it's like, you corner him, y'all fight each other, or y'all spar each other. How's that gonna work?
Let me stop you right there. Merab set the record straight. He said, first off, he is my brother. And wait, I don't know why he had an African accent. He didn't say brother. He said, he is my brother. We not fighting, and stop asking me this damn question in the post-fight interview. Set the record straight. I believe Merab would rather.
What's the point in him?
He would just rather not fight for the belt and be the number 1 contender than to fight.
Well, the good thing
Aljamain is because of all the good things he's done for him.
The good thing is Aljamain finna lose his next fight anyway, so there's gonna be a new champion. So that doesn't matter. So Merab will get his opportunity in the near future, probably next year, 2023. He will get his opportunity to fight for the belt. Jose Aldo, all he did was takedown defense. That's all he had. Takedown defense. He had great takedown defense, but Merab eventually got to him, pieced him up a little bit in the last round, won it by majority decision, and then we go on to Paulo Costa versus Luke Rockhold. And I know you got some things you want to say about Paulo Costa and Luke Rockhold
history.
I don't know about that.
I'm lying. Look, so, bruh, what the hell happened in this fight?
Did Luke have a gas tank?
I'm just mad. I shouldn't laugh that much for a. I was wrong when I said it was a co-main event online. Yeah, whatever. But for a fight on a pay-per-view this high, bro, you got to show up and do something more than that. So this is the thought process that comes into it. You ain't on fight night with your hands on your knees, super tired, and doing all that. If a month before the fight, 3 weeks before the fight, month and a half before the fight, you was like, nah, I feel like doing this. Fuck this. I'm going home. We'll do it tomorrow. So the whole training camp must have been kind of like this. So they all knew. He said, Luke, all right, come here, sit down. Luke, sit down. All right, Luke, we going to stand for this round. Bruh, he leaning on the cage. He hands on knees.
Dude, his hands was on his knees before he got to lean on the cage. That dude didn't even want to walk to the side. He wanted him to set the chair where he was at and sit down right there in the middle of the cage. Seriously.
It's amazing. It's amazing to see that at that high of a level. And I get it. You know, he retired afterwards. He's like, man, I'm just not into this. Like, you know,
I'm old.
I'm old. I mean,
pretty much. I'm old.
I mean, okay and all, but $75, y'all. $75.
He did give us some funny moments in this fight. I don't know if it was funny moments, but it was interesting. And in the last round, third round, he looked Paulo Costa dead in his face, and he said, "Fuck you," and then commenced to hit him straight dead in his face.
Boom.
With a fucking right hand.
No,
and he did it again.
He dead tired and threw a 360 tornado kick. I said, brother, this is watching a high-level amateur fight on the regional scene right now. This is what this is.
My whole problem with the
$75.
My whole problem with the fight was not that the fact that Luke Rockhold didn't look the part. He didn't look the way I wanted him to look in this fight. Maybe the elevation got to him. Maybe he didn't train as hard as he thought he should, or he should have trained, or he trained as hard as he thought he would be able to train to get this fight to a point where he can get a finish. But the biggest thing about this fight that I did not like was the fact of the matter is that, we seen it. Luke Rockhold didn't have it last night. Paulo Costa did not pounce on the opportunities. And he allowed us to see a wounded animal, which you would say, a wounded animal in a cage, just walk around and eventually get to the point where the bell rings and he gets out without getting knocked out. That's what happened last night. It's just like,
I don't know, man. It's a lot harder than you think.
When is he going to get finished? And he didn't get finished after looking at him and saying, you cannot be that tired and not get finished. That's the craziest part about this whole matchup. That was the craziest part for me. It was like, when he's gonna get knocked out? I was on the edge of my seat telling myself, he finna get knocked out. Well, no, he ain't. He finna get knocked out. No, he ain't.
Oh, shit. He's on top.
Kick.
Rubbing blood in his face. Like, I'm like, man, that's some amateur fight shit right there.
Hey.
Oh, man. Wait, it was a co-main event.
Yeah, it was.
It was a co-main event. Yeah. So $75, y'all. $75. Are you not entertained? Is all I have to say.
No.
Bruh, that shit. I get it, man. I get it. If your heart ain't in it, your heart ain't in it. But like, this is a dangerous sport to have your heart not in it. And if your heart wasn't in it, and all of this, like, why don't you just go out there and dump the gas tank in the first? What y'all there struggling for?
You know who dumped the gas tank?
Stand in the middle, swing for the fences.
Dada 5,000. He dumped the gas tank in the first round.
Hey, look, that's what that looked like, though. That's what that fight looked like. They both had their hands on the knee with Erdine talking about, bruh, y'all got to do something. Somebody hit somebody. Look, that's what I'm saying. If he ain't got it, I'm telling you, if I go out there and I be like, bruh, I don't know if today is the day. I'm dumping the gas tank. I'm dumping everything.
I don't know if he had a gas tank in the first minute.
I got 60 seconds of pure, raw, unadulterated ass whooping this shit.
After that, I'm getting my ass whooping this shit.
Nothing. If he ain't out in the first 60 seconds, then I'm out at 61 seconds. That's all I can say. Down.
Hey, well, you could, but here's the thing about fights, though. If you ain't got it and you dump the gas tank in the first minute, 50 seconds, what you gonna do? You gonna lay down, put your hands over your head. He gonna swing about 7 haymakers over your arms. They gonna say fight back. You ain't gonna fight back. Fight over TKO. And you ain't gotta get knocked out. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I don't even know.
You ain't gotta get knocked out.
It don't make no sense what we witnessed out there.
But the trashiest part of the whole fight, we finna talk about next. But before we get into the next part of the show, we gotta talk about what's in the bottom right corner. Stunt is a habit. Get like us, habits365.com/trash talk BS for that 10% discount on all apparel. If you want your logo or promo in the bottom right corner, all you gotta do is hit us up at.
Waited to the last second. My feet smell like butt at gmail.com. See, I could have did it in the first.
Ever made.
I could have did it in the first, but like this guy.
Oh, that's a good segue.
I waited until the last second to stick the landing.
Pounce de Leon.
So you've got Leon Edwards is your 170 welterweight champion of the world.
Man, he put on performance. With
this kick.
That man put on
around the UFC. Everybody is on notice. If you want to go out there and beat Leon Edwards, he will come into the cage and he will get his ass whooped for 3 rounds and then he'll finish you. That's what he'll do. Now I can't look. I'm not gonna discredit Leon Edwards that bad. The only reason why I'm such a hater, and I'm gonna get to that in a second, I'm not gonna discredit Leon Edwards that bad, except for the fact that the victory celebration did not match the fight.
Did not match. It
didn't match the fight. So, and I'm gonna come to that in just a second. But first person to ever take Kamaru Usman down.
Yes.
First person to ever take Kamaru Usman down. and was going to his ass in the first.
He was. First round, I thought this shit was going to be
different. He on his back. Kamara, he calm, but we not. We like, yo, we ain't never seen you like this, brother.
I ain't never seen you get choked out.
So I'm like, okay. I see you. Then he commenced to get his ass whooped for 3 straight rounds. 3.5 straight rounds. To the point that, was it Jason Whitman that said, yo, he looks.
He's broken.
He's
defeated.
He
doesn't
dejected.
even look his
trainer
in the eyes. He is broken.
His trainer's so damn mad. His trainer hit him with a damn English and Jamaican accent at the same time. I swear to God, he did. He was like, oh, bloody hell, you boomba clot. I said, whoa. That's pretty cool. He was yelling at him. He said Leon Edwards didn't look him in the eye. And I swear to God, I swear to you right now, Leon Edwards said, shit, I'm about to try this, see if it worked. Oh, shit, it worked. And then my man jumped on the cage and he was like, yeah, bitches, I fucking told you. I'm the greatest ever to do this. Y'all can't count me out. That's what happened. The celebration didn't match the fight that we saw. Now,
I wish he was more humble.
Yeah. Now, if he hit him with the head kick, walked off, didn't give him no more shots, hit him with the head kick, and then, like, took a knee and was like, oh, shit, I did it. And you could just see it just come over his face like, damn, I did it.
Yeah.
And then kind of get excited like, oh, shit, I did it. And then we could just be like, okay, I'm with you.
He's just as surprised as we are.
He's just as surprised as we are. Yeah. If it would have been something like that, like the worst post belt winning celebration will always go to Aljamain Sterling. Don't put it around me. I don't deserve this. Then they drinking coffee and sipping champagne 10 minutes later. If that picture doesn't come out, it's a whole different story. I understand.
It is. I don't hate him.
But if Leon Edwards, after he hits him with that head kick, and he's just like, y'all fucking did it. I did it. And it just slowly builds up to where even if he jumps on the cage after that, like, yo, bro, I did it. And they get the crowd hype. I'm with you. My man jumped on the cage immediately, had to dance, all that. It's like he had it practice.
He did the Conor McGregor.
He did the Conor McGregor walk.
Right after, like he done beat the shit out of him.
It's real.
Like, what are you doing?
And I'm just over here like, bruh, 50% of your viewers was about to turn the screen off.
Yeah.
I shit you not. They went to a video of, I don't know if it was your gym or something, but there was, let's just say 50 people there. 48 people jumped up. One of them, I'm pretty sure, was asleep. And the other one was knocked out asleep. Because they went, what? Shit, what happened? Oh, shit, he won. And then they started celebrating. So they was already checked out. They was on Instagram looking at TikToks and stuff. That's what they was doing.
DC was writing his obituary.
At that very moment.
At that very moment. The kick landed and he was saying how much Leon was not doing what he was supposed to be doing at that time. And then all of a sudden you hear, oh!
No, he was saying it was going to be a moral victory.
If he makes it out of the round.
To a decision.
Yep.
And then he ends it. And then Conor McGregor walks. And then he jumps on the cage. And then he's like, yo, hey, I'm in the GOAT talk. He was like, bruh, I swear to God, in the post-fight interview, I'm pretty sure I thought he was going to be like, yo, I'll fight John Jones next if the money's right. Some shit like that. That's what it felt like, though.
It felt like he dominated the whole fucking fight. And then all of a sudden, he finally got him at the end with a kick to the head. Seriously.
Or it feels like, in his mind, the 5th round happened in the 1st round.
Yeah.
Like, he was just losing just a little bit. Boom. Caught him with the kick and was like, yeah, I told y'all.
There was 56 seconds left in the fight when Kamaru's head landed on the mat. I was so distraught to the point where I was like, I saw the kick happen real time, and I was hoping, because in some fights, something happens where the fighter's head hits the mat, and then all of a sudden he suddenly wakes up all of a sudden, and then rolls over and sprawls out, grabs a leg, holds on, because that round would have been a 10-8. That fight would have been a draw, but Kamaru would still have the belt and still have an opportunity to talk his stuff and still have an opportunity to be the pound for pound #1 fighter in the world with a rematch on the line later on. But when his head did not hit the mat and his eyes rolled in the back of his head, I was like, man, look at this BS happen. Because I didn't feel like Leon deserved to win that fight. He did not do what was necessary to do to get the celebration that he did after he won that fight. Seriously.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, the celebration ruined it. And even then, you look at everything that sort of transpired on that night, and like, I'm just dreading interviews in the future, where he's just like, hey, they can come see me because I'm the GOAT. I'ma holler at you, young blood. That's what I feel like is gonna happen. Not necessarily. So, I do that. I'm out there 3 rounds. I'm not doing good. I got to throw up a Hail Mary. I hit him with a Hail Mary. I win. I'm like, oh shit, I did it. So in the post-fight interviews, I'm gonna say stuff like this. So check it. I'm the champ now. I've seen it. I felt what it took to get there. I know what I need to fix. Good luck beating me moving forward. I can believe that.
Yeah.
I can believe that. I believe the shit out of that. I said, look, hey, he know what to do now. If you was gonna do it, you should have did it then. You got caught. Good luck beating him again.
Exactly.
But he was like, man, shit, I had that in the bag the whole time. Shit, let me get that bag. Where the red panties at? But wouldn't it be cool though? Because he got the black shirt and he put it on. Whenever you get the champ, you get the black shirt. Come on, he had the black and gold with the shorts. What if he get KO'd? And while he landed a KO, they take his draws off. They're like, you lost, motherfucker. Let me get them draws. Nah,
these ain't your draws no more.
These ain't your draws. You want green or red? You want green or red? You can have one of these two. We'll put them on you. Man, what a weird.
That's weird as fuck, man.
That was weird card.
That's weird. But hey, man, highlight of the whole show at the end, they started playing the Rocky theme music.
Yeah.
So that was a good moment right there, especially for Leon, because that was really a movie right there. That was I'm getting my ass whooped movie. Last second desperate move, gets the kickoff, lands it. That was a Rocky moment. So you can make this Leon Edwards his fighting history probably into a movie, because it'd be a boring ass movie. But you can make it into a movie. At least the highlight would be the last 10 seconds of the movie.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. You saw the celebration. You don't play the Rocky theme on that kind of celebration, though.
Nah. He got to be crying for Adrian, his mama.
Adrian, he did call it mama ass. Was like, yo, I told you.
Trainer, we did it.
But it's just, I don't know. They played the Rocky theme, which... yeah, that super should have happened. I don't know. Take the celebration out, and it's a whole different ballgame. We feel different.
That brings up another question too, though. That brings up another question, since his cockiness was brung out at the end of that fight. What's next for him? But before we get into what's next, man, we got to talk about what's in the bottom right corner, man. Stunt is a habit. Get like us. Habits365.com/trash talk BS for that 10% discount on all apparel. If you want your logo or promo at the bottom right corner, all you got to do is hit us up at
myfeetsmelllikebutt@gmail.com.
Hey, man, that's the greatest email account ever made. What's next, man? What is next for Leon Edwards?
Well, we already know it's been called out. First of which, the call out came from none other Jorge Masvidal.
My guy Masvidal.
Jorge Masvidal, the bad motherfucker. Right?
BMF title holder. He can put his belt on the line.
He's going to have the BMF title forever. The lineage will start and stop with Jorge Masvidal.
I mean, look, Leon Edwards is the baddest man in the planet right now, pound for pound, #1 fighter of all time.
Wow,
you know, after that last fight right there, so he might as well put the BMF title on the line as well as the welterweight title on the line too, and then he can carry 2 belts.
Blicky Stairs. What they know about him? So look. It's Jorge Masvidal. We got a couple more that we're gonna talk about with this, but this is the first one because I feel like this is the least actual fight that is gonna get put together. Is Jorge Masvidal gonna get a title shot next? I bet Jorge Masvidal kicking himself right now for taking the rematch with Kamaru Usman when he got his. If he would have waited. They were already looking at giving a second title shot to him, and he like, I'll wait. Leon Edwards win. Now you get Leon Edwards fight. He got back-to-back title shot losses. He ain't about to come near this title.
Nah.
He ain't no Conor McGregor. He can't lose 5 times and get the title shot.
He ain't got that much pull.
I'm just saying. So do we think that Jorge Masvidal is going to get a title shot?
No.
He should, and I don't know if Leon Edwards is going to hold on to the belt long enough for him to get a title shot.
True.
So that brings me to the second person.
Who's next on the list?
That brings me to the second person. Is this plausible? Come on, Usman, in a rematch.
Yeah, man, that's the biggest. That's probably the biggest one that may happen right away. Kamaru Usman was dominating in that fight. 3 out of the 4 first rounds. 3 out of the 4 rounds before the 5th round, and he was actually winning the 5th round until he got kicked in the face because he was applying more pressure.
Yep.
It's one of those things where I feel like he got relaxed. He wasn't moving forward because he thought he already had the fight in the bag. He didn't think he could finish Leon. Leon wasn't doing, or was doing just enough not to get finished. So that being said, it wasn't an overall dominating performance by Leon Edwards. So I feel like that may be the next in the bag title defense, which is Kamaru Usman comes out and says, "Give me my belt back," and then he retires. So I don't know.
It'd be a good way to go out. I talked to, I'm pretty sure I only talked to Bobby's about fight. So I talked to another Bobby, and he had a good point. You know, he said maybe Kamaru came back too soon.
I didn't think he had the power
off of that hand injury, and I guess he's got screws and stuff in his hand.
Yeah.
And he was like, that take a lot longer to heal than what you think. Even when you think that is good, it may not be good. And you could see him throwing these shots, but it's like, what were we all talking about? Yeah, what were we all talking about beforehand? Like, yeah, Kamaru got that power. He put one of them on you. You know, Leon Edwards may not make it. Leon Edwards eating that, and he teed off on him twice in like the 2nd or the 3rd or something. Remember, he had him up on the cage, 10 away. So maybe
no damage.
That has something to maybe do with it. You know, I don't want to take that away from Leon Edwards, but I
mean, you can't take much away from him because he was getting his ass whooped.
Also true. Another point that he had, if you get finished, maybe you shouldn't get an immediate rematch. I can understand if it was a decision, but if you get finished, head kicked, walk off KO'd, maybe you should fight somebody and then come back later. I don't know. UFC is good for granting immediate rematches for dominant champs, whether they get finished or not. So I don't think that's out the window. What's the likelihood?
But if they take that second option where if he got finished and walk off, then who's next in line then?
That'd be your boy, Colby Covington.
Don't you put my boy in the same sense as Colby.
I say your boy. I say your boy.
That's your boy.
I said your boy, not your boy.
It's your boy.
That's your boy. Like, yeah, your man's over there. Your man's Colby Covington.
Don't put that shit up close to me.
Right? Colby Covington may get the next title shot. So look at this. Colby Covington. If Leon Edwards couldn't stop Kamaru Usman and his wrestling ability,
he is not going to stop Colby Covington.
I don't even think he gets close to stopping Colby Covington.
Kobe's gonna maul his ass.
So as soon as they ink the contract, is Kobe Covington the 170 champ? Besides a bizarre head kick.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, Leon Edwards showed some good takedown defense. He also showed some good. He did a couple of reversals on the canvas that allow him to get a better position or allow him to get out of a bad position. So I don't know if that's going to translate into the fight with Kobe Covington, because I feel like Kobe Covington has a gas tank that no other has or no one in the division has besides Kamaru Usman. So I don't know. I just don't see this fight going the way of Leon Edwards if it was to happen. I feel like the easiest fight for him would be the Jorge Masvidal. That's why he's probably calling for that, because he's the joke behind the 2-piece and the soda. So he want to get that one back and actually get in the cage and actually fight him for a cause and actually beat him up to the point where it's just like, you can't use that 2 pieces of soda no more, punk ass. And then maybe fight Kamaru Usman again and try to get that win, and then fight Kobe Covington. But
there's no way they pass Kobe Covington up that fast.
There's somebody sitting out there waiting in the shadows.
In the next round,
yeah, and we call that the next.
Wild card.
And we're gonna talk about that next. Before we get into the next part of the show, we talk about UFC 279. We're gonna talk about bottom right corner, man. Stunters that have it, get like us. Habits365.com/trash talk BS for that 10% discount on all apparel. If you want your logo promo in the bottom right corner, all you gotta do is hit us up at
myfeetsmelllikebutt@gmail.com.
Hey man, greatest email account ever made. Let's get into the next part of the show, man. As you said earlier today or tonight, UFC 279 cannot get any worse than UFC 278. And the reason for that is why?
UFC 278 might go down as the worst.
It is.
Might go down as the worst pay-per-view. And did we even see that coming?
No. Yes.
We didn't put it as the worst.
Yes,
so,
it did.
I don't know. But UFC 279 is coming up. And we have the main event between Nathan Diaz and Khamzat Chimaev, right?
Might be the most lopsided, interesting main event fight that we probably possibly ever seen.
Y'all keep saying that. All he need is a chip. All he need is a chip in a chair, right? Because Leon Edwards was whooping Nate Diaz's ass for 5 rounds, and in the last 2 seconds had him on skates. So anything could happen. I don't even really believe the words I'm saying right now. Listen, if Khamzat Chimaev wins, does he leapfrog everybody?
I think give him the opportunity. I feel like giving an opportunity because you need a new face of the division. You need some fresh blood. You need a person that's going to draw attention.
You need a person
that's going to whatever. But you need a person that's going to draw attention. You need a person that's going to look the part. And Khamzat looks the part. He looks the part of an individual that can't be beat, kind of per se. Uh-huh. He's always moving forward. This guy is not scared to get hit. He's moving forward. He's always trying to knock out his opponent. And that's what we love to see as fighters. We don't like to see somebody standing back, waiting for things to happen. We don't like to see an individual that's going to get into the 5th round and just relax and then kicked in the damn face by Leon Edwards and then have him celebrate over his corpse.
Big man. You big saying. Man. So look, listen. I think Dana White's going to have to walk back his comment. You want to know what I think now?
What?
I think Dana White didn't give Leon Edwards a chance.
He didn't.
Because he said this words. If for the next 170 title shot, he believes it will be the winner of Khamzat Chimaev and Nate Diaz. But the reason being was he has to assume Kamaru Usman's going to win. Because Kamaru Usman's done beat Kobe Covington twice. He beat Demawama. What's that damn name? I just said it. Masvidal twice. Right? Yeah. So, logically speaking, there's no one else for Kamaru Usman they have to find somebody. And that would be either Kazmat Chimaev, who would we consider to be legitimate, and then Nate Diaz, who would just give some fresh blood. He beat Kazmat, the hype train. Maybe we can get him in there. When Leon Edwards won that belt, he's going to have to walk back that statement. I don't believe that they're going to give Kazmat Chimaev, if he wins, a spot over Kobe Covington. I don't believe that they're going to give Nate Diaz a spot over Jorge Masvidal, let alone Kobe Covington.
I mean, if he said it, he got to go with his word, and we'll go from there. But Kazmat, he's not even giving Nate Diaz an opportunity, because what does it look like? Nate Diaz wins that fight and fights for the title and jumps like 10 people.
It don't look the worst because he beat Kazmat Chimaev, but I still feel like we're all giving Kazmat Chimaev way more credit than he necessarily deserves. Like, way more. Because, yes, he has a lot of hype behind him. Yes, he has all of this stuff going. But, like, he beat Gilbert Burns. All right, cool. Yay. Or bet. But
I mean, I don't know if you can say Gilbert Burns like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't know if you can say it like that. Nah.
But think about this, though. Like, we looking at him beating Gilbert Burns as if it is a set in stone Kazmat Chimaev is going to be the champion.
I never said that.
I don't understand
think
why.
He beat shit out of Nate Diaz, but I ain't never said that he's going to be the champion.
But he's 11-0. Like, I feel like we're Sage Northcutting this guy.
I don't know if we Sage Northcutting this guy. This guy look awesome. And he looked really good in the damn he looked really good in his last fight because he was stepping forward.
He was stepping forward. He was but he also showed Nate Diaz that he's hittable, you know. But also, even if he beats Nate Diaz, it's like, is that still put him over? Does that put him over to where we're like, oh man, oh shit, yeah, okay, cool. You know, Gilbert Burns at 4, I guess we can call it a quality win. Him at 4, I guess you call it a quality win. But Kazmat Chimaev, did he fight Vicente Luque? I don't think so. Stephen Thompson, Bilal Muhammad. You know, did he fight Michael Chiesa? Like, who he fought? He got one quality win, you know? I'm going to look up his record because I'm very curious. Right.
He jumped very high from the last 2 opponents before Gilbert Burns. He jumped very high to Gilbert Burns. He got the win over Gilbert Burns.
Right.
It's probably out of order. He probably should have went Nate Diaz, then Gilbert Burns, and then that'd probably been a little bit better on his record per se. But for the most part, he jumped high. He fights anybody. He doesn't say no to anyone.
That's fine.
So all I'm saying is put him in the ring or put him in the cage and let's just see what happens, because I feel like he has a good chance against anyone because of the way he fights. And I'm happy to see it. And I don't think that if he gets to the 5th round and he's winning because he dominated the 3 rounds, I don't think that he's going to be laying back, relaxed to the point where his opponent can kick him in the face and then jump over his corpse and jump up top of the cage and celebrate for some BS. I don't think he's going to do that. I'm just saying.
Yeah. But look, let's look at it. Let's take his career before the UFC out. That's fine. You get to the UFC, John Phillips, Reese McKee, Jarrett Mershaw. I'd call Jarrett Mershaw because he has been around for a very long time as an opponent. Okay, that's cool. Zhilang Li. Okay, that's cool. And then Gilbert Burns. But you look at the rest of this division, and you got like, do he get past Stephen Thompson?
Yeah.
Do we get past Vicente Luque?
Yeah, he get past all the motherfuckers, man. He gonna beat the shit out of all of them bitches. If
you put Vicente Luque in Gilbert Burns' spot and he fights him the same way, I don't think he wins.
He beat all of them.
I don't think he wins. I feel like we about to get some exposure. I'm picking Nate Diaz in this fight. I've done talked
I don't
myself
know why you
into it.
doing that shit.
I'm picking Nate
I
Diaz
don't
in
know
this
why
fight.
you
Who you
pick that.
picking?
You usually don't
Who
pick.
you picking?
You don't pick no stupid fight.
I ain't picking with my heart. I'm just trying to say to y'all, the only person to break that mold to be so much hype and then come out and actually prove it was Habib.
And Kazmat might be that same
So
dude,
we
man.
Habib
He
in this
might
dude.
be him. Kazmat might be him.
Same with Islam Makhachev.
Look, we finna see about Islam.
We about to see. That's what I'm saying. We about to see. We about to see. We about to see. You still got Chimaev. You got Chimaev by not losing a single round, losing a single minute of this fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like he dominates him just like 2 fights ago, where he gets on the back of Nate Diaz and just puts him in wherever he wants to on the ring or the cage, and gets him close to Dana White and yells at Dana White, "Is this your champion?" And then commits to get on his neck and choke him out. That's what I feel like gonna happen.
That would actually be pretty dope. All right, I'm with you. I guess I'm with you. I still don't see it. I don't see it. They're gonna show me. They're gonna show me. What else you got for UFC 279? I don't even know who else is fighting on that card.
I don't care. I don't care who else is fighting. It's gonna be better than that UFC 278. That's all I know about that card.
Okay. I'm with you. Let's get on into other news.
Hey man, other news, man. We got a special episode of Trash Talk Countdown Show coming next week. We're gonna switch it up. We ain't gonna call it the Countdown Show. We're gonna call it Trash Talk Fantasy Football League Show. We're gonna do, Fantasy Football Draft Show. We're gonna do a live draft next week, 9 o'clock. Draft will start at 9:30. Show will start at almost 9 o'clock, 9-ish. We'll get here when we get here. Don't rush us. But we're gonna do a live draft show for the 2022 Trash Talk Fantasy Football League. So you get to see us live next week, going through every individual pick. Not only will we go through every individual pick, but we will also do a draft analysis for every individual team right after the draft as well too. So it's going to be a special show next week. Trash Talk Fantasy Football League. We're going through it. We're going to it. We're going to draft my team, and we're going to show you what a good team looks like.
Blicky blow. Now look, before we get out of here, I got one question for you.
What it is?
How different would this whole scenario be if not one, not two, but 3 times that fight was canceled? Kazmat Chimaev versus Leon Edwards in 2020 and 2021. 3 times that fight was canceled. They fought then. Whole different scenario right now.
It is.
And now he was ready to fight anytime. This shit wild. It's about to be cool. It's about to be cool.
Yesterday we could have seen Kazmat versus Kamaru Usman. I think that would have been a better call. Yeah.
And he had more steam behind him.
I think it would have been more interesting. And I feel like it would have been a stoppage in maybe the first 2 rounds.
All right, tune in that week after, something like that. I'm going to put together a little thing with all of the new champions so you can see the picture. And let's compare that to snapshots of previous year's champions. Like, are these guys exciting? Davison Figueiredo, Volkanovski, Jiri, Leon Edwards. We're going to do that.
Yeah. No.
What else you got, Bob?
Man, that's all I got, man.
Hey, look, it's been real.
It's always real, man.
It's been good.
It's been good tonight.
But it ain't been real good.
Hey, never that.
Look, we're going to come back next time. We can't stay so long.
I holla.
Peace.